So, good morning. Welcome to the channel. My name's Paul. If you're brand new to seeing me on this channel, welcome. And as I've said before, if you're a returning subscriber, it's great to have you back. So this is video number 4 in the sequence of the Upperton Fly Fishing Association beats on the River Teign here in Devon in the UK. And I'm just walking across Fingle Bridge. And we're kind of hoping to go downstream this morning, probably about a mile and a half with my dog Luna, because they've been doing loads of woodlands repairs, etc. So hopefully we can go left. But a bit of a misty morning, no rain today. The levels are dropping. But could you see yourself here fly fishing as a member of the Upperton? You'd be very welcome. A lovely club. And the water is very clear, as you can see. I'd love to drop a nymph in there now. My dog's on the first little dog wash down there, waiting for her expectant stick. See you in a minute. So you walk through the meadow here, there's a bed of snowdrops. Spring is beginning to show her face. Nature's painting some beautiful colours still. And let's find a stick for my pooch, and then we'll carry on. So the path goes up here, there's some toilets along there, which is always handy. The pub's over there. We're going to walk straight down the meadow, show you the little bits of areas where you can get in and out for about a mile and a half. So, as I say, it's very misty. All the places along here, even in front of the pub, get very busy in the summer. And we're walking downstream towards Upperton Weir, which is where we finished the last video. Might not get as far as that today. But this is an amazing place to fish along this bit here. Despite the noise, despite the fact you'll see people with dogs and walkers, etc. But the fish have seen it all. They're not worried about it. So we're going to disappear through the forest, get back onto the path and show you all the different places. But all these places are accessible to wade. As I've said previously, you must have a wading stick and boots and studs at your peril. If you don't, you can't fish the other bank. It's this side only. But the river is looking magnificent. And pooch, hello Luna. And if you're watching, and this is me. So I thought I'd turn the camera around and just show you who you're looking at. And salmon fly on my tweed cap. I've lived in Devon for about 20 years, and I walk the River Teign most days of the week. Well, not every day, but most days. And woodworking is my hobby. You can look at all my other videos. We'll do a bit of travel this year, but you want to see the river, not me. Okay, so we're still on the meadow. So, I mean, honestly, you could fish for 2 or 3 hours just along this strip. And the river's right there. My dog's disappeared off into the forest bit there. And there's the river right there. So we're walking through the forest. The path, the main path is up here, but this is the path that I've always followed. And what we'll do in a sec, you can see just meanders its way here. This is the old Fingle mill. You can't get into, and this would have been where the water would have originally come down. That you can imagine the 2 wheels there for wool, and the river would have just flowed through here. You can see where it's all been made. Water doesn't flow through there much. It tries to find a way with all the heavy rain we've had, obviously. So the path is just here, the original path, and we're going to walk down close to the river and show you all the bits where you can get in and out. So you get an idea of the river itself. Hello pooch. All the way along here. There's just so many places you can fish. Honestly, people say to me, oh, surely it's going to be packed. I will, hand on heart, in all the times of, this is my 3rd season fishing. I've lived here for 20 years. And I've only ever seen 2 people fishing when I've been fishing. And it looks like they've opened the fence, which is good. So no, you're never going to see anybody. And if you do, you've got miles of water to fish. Miles of places. Anyway, I'm glad they've reopened this. This is the pathway that I've been waiting to show you. So my dog will gladly run down here. Why am I looking at a stick? Because she'll want a stick. She'll be in the next bit. So all these places, entry, exit points for wading. You can see where the back end of the rocks there. That's probably about 2 or 3 foot deep. In here, honestly, there's places 4 and 5 foot deep. So, let's continue our walk now. So the path, obviously, as you can see, goes up here on the right. Come on! But you can walk down here to gain access to the water's edge. All along this bank. It's all wadable. The whole river is wadable. So I want to say thank you. I should have said it at the beginning, for all those that have continued to subscribe and watch these videos that I've put together. I've never done anything like this before, as in river walking. But it is beautiful. And wherever you are in the world, there are some there's a kingfisher just gone past. I wonder if we just put that on the camera. Who knows? So I'll try and remember that on this video. So this bank's all been repaired. The big tree came down in 2024 and took out the whole of this path. I might try and sign some photos. So you're obviously up high above the riverbank here. At your peril, you can squeeze down there, but there are places further up where you can certainly get in, but you can see the channel where that riverwood water is. It's very deep there. My dog's not waiting. She's saying, throw me sticks. So as is the norm, I'll tag all the descriptions for the website for the Upperton Fly Fishing Association website. And all there you can book your day tickets. But more importantly, become a member of a fantastic club. And there are fantastic clubs down in Devon for sure. I'm not going to nail my post just one. But the Crediton Fly Fishing Club is also great waters, and I'll be doing a load of videos on those in the coming weeks when the season opens. So we're dropping down back towards the river bank level now. Obviously this is what we call the gorge. You can see how high the hillside climbs up there. I guess the gorge is here and it goes into a valley further downstream. But all these places are now, they've taken a lot of trees down. So this has really opened up this, I suppose, 50, 60 metres, 100 feet, 200 feet. But you can get in and out here. There's loads of trees hanging over, always there. Lots of place for those lovely wild brownies to hide. Sea trout, salmon obviously run up here as well. But we all know the problems with salmon. And I said that in a previous video. We are catch and release. No worms and stuff like that. Not that I'm a salmon angler. Check on the website for the rules and regs, should you want to be a full member. So they've been dragging a lot of trees down here, and you can see where they put them against the riverbank here. But we're walking very close to the river here. Now the pathway here goes off to the right, the river goes off to the left. And this is where, as I've said, some people have asked me, well, do you not see a lot of people? I think I just said that back along. But on this particular section here, which I'll show you as per usual when I tag the map above, left, right, wherever I put it, you can see, let's just wander down here. The dog will get excited because she thinks I'm going to throw some sticks in here. But walking, I've fished here loads of times. You can climb down on the steps, as you see down there. Beautiful colour, very clear still. Fishable all year. We only closed in 2025 for about 3 or 4 days due to high temperatures, but soon got it open again. Okay, let's show you the pathway down here. So I've obviously put in these videos together to show people who want to fly fish, etc., but it's just as beautiful to walk. So please do share the video out to people and friends. And as always, if you love the video, please give us a thumbs up. So the pathway goes down there. The main path goes that way, sorry. And then you can walk all the way along this bit, of which I'm going to do for a little bit, and then pop out on one of the pathways. So let's get back down there. Just to give you an idea. Now we're about just over half a mile from the Fingle Bridge itself. There you go, look, all these little places, all these nooks and crannies that you can get in and out of. Just to cast and walk, cast and walk. Now we've got a bit of a problem here because the tree is all down, so I'm going to try and clamber my way over. Hopefully the dog will be able to as well. She's already over. Come on, sweetie. Now, all down there you can see where all these trees are down, so just be very careful when you're walking. So we're going to jump back up here. As you can see, we can walk back up to the path. So there's loads of little, especially on this section of the river, where the path wanders away from the river, or the river wanders away from the path. However, as you walk along this bit, which I'll show you on the map again where we are, the river's over there now, obviously. I'm hoping nature, you can hear her singing. Nature paints a good picture. And as you can see, the gorge is quite a way up there. And it's about 7:30 in the morning. And I have fly fished that early as well, and caught fish. So if you're down here on a holiday and you want to max out, well, the world's your oyster. So in a second or two, we're just going to take a left walk down one of these little tracks, which will bring us up to the river. Luna, that way. Good girl. We'll go down this way. Come on, show me. So we'll just move down this one. There's been a lot of forestry work, so it's a bit boggy obviously with all the rain. And then we can walk over here just to show you where the river is. And now we're back to the river's side. And this is my whole point about this river, is that you will certainly see nobody here unless they're fishing. So we've come to the end of this long straight bit. And again now the river starts to do its thing, meanders left and right. Bank gets a little bit higher, a little bit more inaccessible. But it's the beauty of the River Teign. So we are probably just over a mile from Fingle Bridge now, so not much further before we turn around. And then she is beautiful, very lucky. So we are probably about a third of a mile before we turn around, the furthest we'll walk today. And hopefully that will stitch the last video from Clifford Bridge to Upperton Weir and these two together. But you can see the river is looking majestic. So this little area up here, the beaches, my mum and dad, when they were around, bless them, used to love getting up this far. So if you've watched this far, thank you. Please give us a thumbs up, some comments, please share. And if you really want to follow me for some more fishing travels and woodwork travels, and obviously my travels, please subscribe. It does help the channel in my little channel that I'm trying to build. But that's not why I'm doing this. But the more and the point is, let's say hi to mum and dad. They loved getting this far. And yeah, love you both, mum and dad. Beautiful part of the river. There you are, sweetie, you want a stick. But you can see how it funnels through here, and it back eddies. A beautiful place to fish. Yeah, you can just visualize where they're going to sit. Here, over there. Where would you fish, ladies and gentlemen? Where would you fish? Okay. And that's the little beach bit that I've just said, where you can happily wade. Got a streamer on, run it down in there. Beautiful. Right, we're just going to walk another few meters and then we'll come to the Upperton Weir break in the path, which is the point where we finished yesterday or the other day. I just want to point out, as you've got this far, clearly the river's over there, similar to the back a few sections. There's loads of little pathways. You would never see anybody over there. I've never seen anybody walking there other than me, my dog, and a bit of nature. Aren't these colours beautiful? The rusts and the dark greens, the gnarled and twisted trees everywhere. Me spoiling nature's voice. Not far now to the end, and then I'll call it a day then, and then maybe take some pictures on the way back. But a beautiful walk nevertheless. If you're just walking, it's beautiful. River's over there. Nutter's there. Cinema. So we're coming to the end of this video. This is number 4. I think I'll be able to do 6, maybe 7 in total. But there'll be so much of the river that we haven't even wandered to. And that is for you, the viewer, to travel down and give the upper Teign between Dunsford Steps and Chagford a good go. So this is as far as we got when we turned round the other day for the Clifford Bridge to Upperton Weir video, and this is as far as we've got. So I'll bid you farewell for this video. Thank you so much for viewing. If you want to see some more, click the bell notification, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, give us some comments on the beauty of the river. I'm not a professional video or editor. Just love walking, love fishing, love travel, love my woodwork, and I love my pooch. See you all in the next video. Bye.